Welcome and good evening. I am here on a Saturday night loading up a new video from my trip to Belize. I'm so excited to share this with you because lots of friends have been asking me for it, for one. But I learned so much about this country that I just want to share it and hope it blesses you. And if you get anything out of it, please like and share. But first, let me introduce my tiny house village. Yes, come on in, come into my tiny house. I'm not so tiny anymore. I'm actually in a much bigger 320 square foot house. But tonight, I just want to give you a picture, a visual, and a journey I took last month, early last month, to Belize. It got very cold in Florida, so I had to go south. And a friend of mine who lives in Belize, who was actually born in Belize, but she lived in the United States, invited me to come and visit. So off I went. So come along with me and take a look at all the scenery that I enjoyed while I was there. And I'll make comments along the way. And when it's all done, I'll just share my perspective on the beautiful journey I had, the pros and cons, and why you may or may not want to visit Belize. So let's take a look at Belize. Now, this picture right here, I have to show you, big it up. This picture right here, I looked at for almost an hour as I stood in line at the customs section of the airport. And if you didn't know where Belize was, here's the map right in Central Florida, not Central Florida, Central America, right in between Mexico and Panama, South America. So, and then this picture I had to look at for another 30, 40 minutes. I don't even know how long. I think I was in the customs line for over 2 hours. It just was it. But I had to look at this picture over and over. Cocoa rum organic. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm in the right place. I have to try that. I'm not an alcoholic beverage drinker, but that got my attention. And of course, here's my friend and I on a section of Belize City. We just had to take this picture together to bring the colorful presentation of Belize. Okay, first stop at a market in Belize. Finally left the airport, and I'm here with my friend Marva. We're going to do a little shopping. But this is the first stop. I believe somebody's playing a drum, my favorite instrument. Here we are. Okay, we're looking at some cashew trees in the country of Belize. This is where you want to live, except for the busy road right here. But this is the country. Now that busy road goes all the way to Mexico. That's a cashew tree. Cashews are very popular and grown a lot in Belize. So there were lots of opportunities to eat cashews. And that's the tree it came from. Didn't drink this Belican beer though. Just I'll show you in a little bit what beer I did drink though. Couldn't resist. But that's a tiny house of Minnie in the background there that I saw in Belize. Now this is from the rooftop of my friend's house. This was a sunrise, and most of the roofs are metal, just like this one. Didn't see very many tile roofs at all metal roofs in Belize. Save money. Okay, this is custard apple. It is so good. It's like eating apple and ice cream mixed together, or it's like you could freeze it and make ice cream. It's so sweet and so good. A traditional Belize fruit. Yum yum. Now here's another tiny house. Very common Mennonite houses are built with these beams, thick beams holding them up. Small houses though. Look at the old sewing machines that we see. This is a man-made beach in Belize. Back there is the Caribbean Sea, and these are little huts. Look at that chair. I gotta take a picture of that. But this is a man-made beach. This is my first beach visit in Belize. Man-made. For the next few days, I will be on the real beach for sure. But this is cute and getting a chance to sit in the sun, enjoying the nice weather, beautiful people, loving it, loving it, loving it. Shalom. We're in Belize City. Yeah? See, these are some of the houses. Hi. In Belize City. Now, this was after a 2-hour drive away from Belize City. I captured this beautiful sunset occurring, one of the sweet moments in Belize. Now, this is the entrance to the ruins of the Mayan temples. And we saw pictures of the jade jewelry that's prevalent that was discovered in these Mayan temples. We walked around this area for tour guide, a very spacious area, temples all around us. I actually climbed one of these temples I climbed. Now we had to take a boat ride to Key Calker. There we are landing in Key Calker, another island that my friend loves to swim in. Okay, we're staying in this very, very nice Airbnb in Key Calkin. Very, very nice. 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And I'm trying something new here. This is chocolate beer. Let's see. And I poured me a nice glass after an hour-long boat ride, windy boat ride. Here we are, trying something new. I realize I don't like beer. I don't even know, even if it's chocolate, but I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay, we finally arrived at the best beach area in Key Calkin. The Split. We're here. So we're gonna chill on the beach in this aqua water and get some sun. Here we are, Key Calkin. A little bit of paradise. I'm here finally at Key Calkin. So the water is beautiful. The breeze is here. I see a little area over there that has water too. So I'm gonna check out that area over there as well. But My friend Marva is out there swimming. She loves this water, but it's a little breezy today, and the sun, and it's late too. It's about almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But just glad to be in a clean, peaceful place with nice people. Oh, nice sunset. People sitting around enjoying the sunset at Key Calker. The first sunset, actually, no, I saw maybe two or three sunsets in a 7 day period, but this was one of the beautiful ones. Always enjoy sunrises and sunsets. They wake up the cells in your body. Breathe in, breathe in. And Reina was a restaurant right across the street from the ocean. This is a very famous restaurant here that is directly across from the Air B&B that we were staying at. People were lined up till late at night. So the chef is very famous. So this is just a sample of the menu. I wish we had eaten here because he's a very famous chef. What's his name? Elvis. Elvis? Yeah. Elvis who? Elvis Pot. Pot? Yeah. P-A-T? Yeah. Elvis. Elvis Pot. Look him up. He's famous. Yeah. All right. We're leaving Key Kalka, but this is 5. This place opens at 5:30, and it's packed. Look at how simple it is. Woo! Simple dirt, sand floors, simple tables. Yeah. And people pack in here till almost midnight. Clean it up, set it up. Yeah, I guess. So this is where we stayed. A very simple life here. People do. I feel like and that's where we stayed for one night. Nice place. We are now leaving Key Calder on our way back to Belize. Sunny afternoon. Here we are back in Belize City, getting ready to dock here at the jungle. Beautiful skies. Clear, no chemtrails. Nice place with lots of the roads were horrible, I have to say. And that's the place we visited that had the man-made beach. A quick trip for 7 days, lots of memories. Colorful place in every way. So, I wanted to just give my perspective and thoughts about my journey to Belize. I was so grateful to be able to stay in my friend's house. And of course, she didn't charge me. In fact, they paid for my meals many times, and I bought them meals in exchange. But the crime rate in Belize, it must be very high because most of the houses have bars on them, burglar bars, like what you see in the inner city of Chicago or major cities. So that was kind of the first red flag. It's like every house has, even out in the countryside, bars on the windows and the doors. So crime rate is high. In fact, while I was there was a huge funeral as we drove into Belize City. I mean, cars just lined up for at least a mile, parking to go into a church that was having a funeral. And we later learned that the funeral was for a couple who was shot, and their money taken from them as they were trying to buy a car. So that was just one example of what you could begin to feel and hear was a high crime rate there. And my friend was, always very cautious wherever we went. And so that was one of the red flags. The other red flag for me was the houses are really close together, except for the countryside where you've got a little more space. But in Belize City itself, oh my goodness, houses close together. And you could have a mansion, a 3-story mansion next to a shack in any particular block in Belize City. They have obviously the best rum, as you saw in the beginning of the video. And on my way back at the airport, they were sampling that cocoa organic rum. So I looked for it all throughout Belize. Where's this cocoa organic rum? And where I found it, it was so expensive. You had to buy a huge bottle just for, I think, $65. And I thought, I'm not a rum drinker. But when I was waiting for my plane to return to Orlando, they were sampling it in customs. So I said, oh my goodness, let me taste this organic cocoa rum. One taste, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to take this back to Orlando. So I did. I carried that bottle of cocoa organic rum all the way back. It's still sitting here. I'm actually going to open it this month on my birthday. So my whole family, we're going to be making pina coladas, my favorite drink, on my birthday with the cocoa organic rum. The sample was so good. I was like, ooh, I could just drink this straight. And I'm not an alcohol drinker. But the other thing about Belize, the taxes are really low. My friend has about 2 acres of land, and she pays $25 a year for taxes. Now, the problem with that is the roads are horrible. There's potholes everywhere. We drove for 2 hours toward a town near Mexico, but it was in the other direction. And this woman was swerving throughout this major road to avoid potholes. So big red flag again. But the low taxes, cheap land. If you want cheap land, just buy it outside the city and then put bars on your window. And the food, oh, great food. Fish every day, fresh fish every day. And the fruit and vegetables were just amazing. Mwah! You could taste the freshness of it. So I think it's worth it to visit Belize. I don't think I would return because the pros and cons were, enough for me to see that I love good beaches. They don't have good beaches there. The ones I saw, at least, one where I showed you at the Split, not a beach at all. It had a cement wall. The water was clean, but no comfortable sand area like I'm used to in Florida. Florida has the best beaches. I'm still waiting number one, Florida. Now, Greece has a number one beach right now, but one day that's on my bucket list next, to visit the beaches in Greece. So I hope this video was helpful for you if you're planning to go to Belize, if you thought about going to Belize. On the plane, I met a couple who were going snorkeling with their parents when they got there, but they were planning to take a boat to one of the other nearby islands. So I would highly recommend, if you're heading to Belize, that, in fact, they call them keys, like Key Largo and all that, but we were far away from that. I would recommend you visit another island other than Belize City, because Belize City is like a typical crowded urban or area where the beaches are not there. Really nice beaches are not there, but you got lots of shopping you could do, I guess. And then you have to be careful because crime rate is high in Belize and the air surrounding areas, bars everywhere. So if this video was helpful for you or informative or entertaining, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing more and more videos, maybe daily for a while, because there's so much going on the planet Earth in the cosmic order. Today and yesterday, the planets have lined up to bring us more inspiring, uplifting, conscious raising energy. So I want you to be informed and prepared for all the exciting vibrations and frequencies that are coming our way in the month of March, especially. So share this video if you know anyone who's interested in visiting Belize. And I'll be back tomorrow on Soul Purpose Healing. From 8 till whenever. My shows are going to start at 8 on Sunday, and they start at different times during the week, or on Friday, I'm starting at 9 a.m. with Health and Wellbeing with Viata. So join me and like and subscribe, and you'll get notified when I'm putting up a live video that will inspire you to be your very best and take charge of your health. So again, don't forget, like and subscribe. You'll get notified, and I will be appreciating that as we grow this important channel to help you raise your consciousness and be the best you can be. All right, we'll see you tomorrow right here on Soul Purpose Healing, 8 p.m. tomorrow evening.